Steven!
Kevin.
David.
With our powers combined, we are the Brothers Born!
By the power of podcasting,
We have the power! Welcome back to the Brothers Born podcast, where we discuss relevant information of today's world and, the
Dude,
weather.
quit trying to make it sound
sometimes.
fancy. We just talk about whatever we feel like talking
That's
about.
true. We
Tell
just
us, Rose.
talk about whatever we
So-
feel like. And we have a special guest today.
It's not Brendan
It's
this
me.
time.
Not Brendan, no. Who is it?
It's me. I'm back, baby.
That is my niece, Kali, Kevin's daughter. In
Yeah,
case
that's
y'all,
true.
it's not David's daughter. That would be kind of cool if we had that weird dynamic, but that's not the case today. It's
No.
Now, we're going to kind of get in a little bit of video game discussion here, I think, today. So, this will be I decided because you, me, and Brendan have like video game discussions all the time. So I decided like as a subtitle for like those, it's like Bros Born podcast is like Player 3, and
Layer 3?
Player 3.
Player
Because there's always
3.
three of us.
Oh,
So-
that's a clever idea.
So yeah, so this is Brothers Born Podcast Player 3 edition, but without Brendan, with Kylie instead.
I like that. Player 3. Brothers Born podcast, Player 3. Oh, man. You got me
That's
excited.
actually really catchy.
That flows, man. My
That's
mouth
right.
feels good when I say that.
And I'm thirsty, so my mouth does not feel good. But if I wasn't thirsty,
Some
it
water
probably
then,
would.
bro. Stop being dehydrated.
Speaking of thirsty, not really actually, but a couple. I just
But
want to do
hungry,
a
but
little
hungry.
A couple episodes ago, it's actually been a couple months actually. I was a slacker on this, but Kevin and I challenged each other to do some sort of weird fast food challenge, and Kevin invited me to get Arby's curly fries and dip them in every single sauce that they have and eat it. So I did that very thing for lunch today. I went and got a small roast beef sandwich and a small curly fry, and I dipped that bad boy. They had 5 sauces available, okay? Ketchup, horsey sauce, Arby's sauce. I don't know what that is, but kind of like weird ketchup. 3 peppers,
Weird ketchup.
3 pepper spicy sauce, and honey mustard. So I put them in those little white paper cups that
Yeah.
are fun to dip things in, and I took the big, how the curly fries, they get all springy like.
Yeah, they
And,
got the boing boing.
I took it, I dipped it in each one in a counterclockwise circle, in which ended in honey mustard. And I ate it, and I was like, wow, the honey mustard's overpowering all of this right now. Well, I thought, well, maybe that was the last one I dipped it in. Let's try going the other direction. So I dipped it first in the honey mustard and all the way back down and ended with a 3 pepper spicy one or whatever it was. And honey mustard still overpowered it. So although I had all the sauces, it was mostly the flavor of honey mustard. And I gotta say, you know what's absolutely foul?
Hmm.
Horsey sauce. That is disgusting. I don't know why anyone ever
Yeah, I
ever
don't really
decided to
stand
put
on
I
that
mean,
Yeah,
with the
on
name
anything.
like horsey sauce, yeah, I can see it.
It was nasty. That was not great. And the Arby's sauce, the weird ketchup, not as good as regular ketchup.
See,
Just-
they maybe changed their bits because I used to like Arby's sauce. Horsey sauce, I don't even know what that is.
I think it's like a
Like-
horseradish thing. It's gross though. Yeah, it was okay. It was a fun challenge. I think in hindsight I should have probably just taken the fries and smothered them all in all the sauces. That would have been gross though. So I wanted to kind of do it in a way that
Yeah.
I
So-
might
so
actually enjoy it. But
My question: Would you
doing-
do it? Would you do it again without the horsey sauce?
I would, yeah, I would. I mean, I'd probably just do the honey mustard or just the ketchup. But if you challenged me, if it was like an experience we were going for,
Uh-huh.
then I would.
The results of this experiment of yours have proved that honey mustard is the strongest sauce.
That's right. Honey mustard is
It's like honey mustard is good. I like honey mustard flavored things, honey mustard pretzels, honey mustard
oh,
whatever. But like I did never realize until you said that just how strong it can be.
the mustard comes in, it punches.
I do not like honey mustard. Actually,
What? You're the
Dude,
worst. I gave our daughter, she's 10 months old. Well, she'll be 10 months old this Friday. we gave her a chicken nugget for the first time over the weekend.
A
And
chicken nugget.
I wrote about it in my journal. It was a nice experience.
Okay.
She would cut the nugget in half. It was like Publix is a grocery store down here. It's kind of like a Giant Eagle or a
Yeah, I'm familiar with what
Kroger.
Publix is.
And so we cut the nugget. They have the best chicken, dude. It's better than any other establishment of fried chicken that I'm used to going to on a regular basis. So we cut the chicken nugget in half. She ate that. She ate that. She loved it, dude. She was like all over. She really enjoyed the chicken nugget. Now I have to be careful though. I don't want her to only eat chicken nuggets, though. That is what kids do.
Yeah, I know somebody like
Yeah.
that. How about you,
Yeah.
Cal? You know somebody like that?
Yeah, I do. I'm very well acquainted with someone like that.
But she did enjoy it. We had pizza for the first time as well. That was also very good. But
Oh, pizza's good.
I digress. Kevin, give us a report on the challenge I gave you.
So you told me to eat the cheesy tots or whatever it was?
Yes, cheesy tots at
The
Burger
thing
King.
is, the Burger King I went to didn't have cheesy tots.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, but they did have this new menu item where it was like a buffalo chicken wrap thing.
Hmm.
So I was like, well, I've never had that before, so let me try that since the cheesy tots aren't here. So I had that. It was pretty good actually. It was
Okay.
like, I mean, if you like buffalo chicken stuff, I mean, it was definitely a Burger King for sure.
Yeah.
Which if anybody who listened to the episode knows, I have an extreme hatred towards Burger King. But yeah, it was okay. That was okay.
I've ever told you about Hungry Jack's
Yes, I think you did.
in Australia? It's like Burger King, but it's Hungry Jack's instead. Everything is the same. It's just has a different name.
Yeah.
Everything's the same. It's just Australian.
I wonder if it's like a Commonwealth thing. They don't want to like blaspheme at the time it was when I was there, blaspheme like the royal family or something. But
I don't know. I remember
Burger King.
driving through Ireland and finding a KFC.
KFC is everywhere. Same with Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's everywhere too. It's weird. Well, that was good. I think we should do another challenge like that when the time feels right. If it
Yeah, of course.
if it comes up organically,
Mhm.
we should do it. But yeah, what are we talking about today, bro? Lay it on us.
So not too long ago, before recording this, like earlier in the month, or last month, I guess now, Nintendo Direct came out,
Yes,
and
yes.
Nintendo Direct
Yippee!
announced a whole bunch of new games. Well, not some of them aren't new games, some are just like
Remasters or
releases,
something.
remasters or whatever. But so I
Remasters,
thought we'd talk about
Switch
that because I'm
ports.
excited for some of the stuff Nintendo
Yeah.
has coming. I don't know anything about PlayStation or Xbox because I don't have either of those, but you have a PlayStation, so if you have any PlayStation games coming out soon you want to talk about, that's fine
There's
too.
probably like maybe two games I'm really excited about that I'll mention. So yeah, there's quite a few. I pulled up this list just now of upcoming games in 2024 or the next like 6 months or whatever. There's a lot of good stuff. A lot of stuff I never heard of before.
What One of
but-
the things I'm looking forward to is they're finally releasing Stray on
Oh, the cat
Switch.
game.
And
Oh yeah.
I really want this game because, dude, it's a cat game. You're just a cat.
I've never played it
just-
before. I've
I've
heard
never
good
played it either,
things.
but I want to.
I've seen like trailers and stuff for it, but yeah, I've never played it either since we
So
don't have it on Switch.
You're a cat, and what do you do? Lick your
I guess you're
paws
like
and-
I guess you're in like this city that has like these robots, and you're supposed to like, I don't know. To me, it seemed like you're like delivering something to somebody. I don't really know. I just know that there's robots and you're a cat and you can like knock stuff over off
Is it-
tables and things like that.
The thing
As
I saw,
cats do.
it looks like the cat had a jetpack or something.
Yeah, I'm not really. I think that's like the courier.
I don't
courier
think it's a
pack.
jetpack, although that
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Huh. But I would have a cat on a jetpack. You know, what's that thing about cats never land on their, they always land on their feet or something?
Yeah, I was landing on your feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cats always land on their feet and
Do you-
toast always lands butter
Lands-
side up.
That's
So
what it is.
if you attach the butter side toast on the back of the cat, you create a black hole.
So what
Yeah.
if the cat has a jetpack? Throw that in the mix. What happens then?
I don't. I don't think
I think
jetpack.
it still lands on its feet. I don't think his jetpack's gonna change that.
I don't think jetpack cats. That's hard to say. Jetpack cats should
Jetpack cat.
exist.
Jetpack cat.
That's not a thing that should
Jetpack
happen.
cat. Jetpack cat.
Jetpack cat.
Jetpack cat.
Jetpack cat.
Jetpack
I
Jetpack
can't.
cat.
Jetpack
Jetpack
cat.
cat.
Jetpack. It sounds like I'm like making gun noises.
Jetpack.
Jetpack cat. Okay. Sorry, what were you saying? You had a thought that
I don't even know anymore.
Jetpack cat.
Jetpack.
I will say not a Nintendo Direct thing because this game was already out, but a recent game that came out, it's a free download that I got, was a Star Wars Hunters,
Oh, that's cool. I've heard things.
and
You told me about that. Yeah, yeah.
it's pretty good. It's okay. It's kind of like Overwatch ish,
Yeah, but Star Wars.
but with Star Wars. A few things I don't like about it. One's you have to like play through like for a while before because you have to unlock each character.
Okay.
So it's like,
And it's a free game, so I'm sure it's like it takes a long time to do that.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, I
But
figured.
so that I wasn't too happy about. And then I don't like the maps. The maps are just kind of bleh.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
Hmm.
Can you say Jetpack cat map quickly?
Jetpack cap nap. Cat.
Jetpack cat map.
No, I can't. But what I will say about this game, and the most redeeming quality about it, I think, is one of the characters you can play as is two Jawas stacked on top of
Two
each other.
Jawas in a trench coat. Yeah.
That's super cool. That is.
That's pretty
I would
funny.
enjoy that.
And they make a little Jawa noise like "Wee-dee-dee."
So the other
But they're in
day,
a trench coat.
Stephanie
It's
made
great.
rotini, like the pasta, and I went rotini, like a Jawa, and I thought that was pretty clever. But
That's pretty good.
They
What?
should just change it so that they say rotini now. It's too good of an opportunity to pass up.
speaking of, yeah, rotini, that'd be sweet. And like, man, maybe Jawa. What do Jawas like to eat? Maybe they eat pasta. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, like yeah,
They go to
Tatooine
Space
pasta.
Olive Garden or something.
Tatooine sounds like a noodle, to be honest.
It
It
does kind of sound
does.
like a noodle.
Like I could go to Olive Garden order myself some Tatooine with meat sauce.
Oh,
I feel like
Tatooine with meat sauce.
I feel like Galaxy's Edge is missing out on an opportunity here.
I went there and I had the blue milk, dude. Oh, so
So,
freaking good.
well, because True Moo makes a blue milk, but it's just vanilla milk.
This is like it wasn't actually even milk. It's like
Okay.
vegan friendly. It was delicious
So
though.
with the True Moo blue milk, if you get one of those like mug cake cookie things and you use the blue milk instead of regular milk, it gives it a really nice flavor quality. Just saying, it's not just vanilla milk. It probably tastes really good in a cake.
It probably would taste
Just
good in cake.
saying.
Dude, it
Cake
tastes
milkshake.
kind of like a McDonald's vanilla shake in a weird way. I don't know.
Interesting.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about video games. So
Speaking of Star Wars, that leads me to a PlayStation game that's coming out in August, so actually next month, Star Wars Outlaws.
oh yeah, that looks
Looks
so good.
looks pretty sweet. It's like a open world Star Wars game and you're playing a smuggler. And some of the things I've read seem like it might have some mixed reviews, but the concept sounds really cool and all the like pictures and videos I've seen from it are pretty rad, so I really want to check that one out. I think it'd be really sweet. I think it's cool that it's a game that's not really focused on the Jedi as much, but rather like just like a smuggler in the galaxy, and that's a pretty cool.
He's just a dude.
Well, I think it's actually a
Yeah, it's a girl.
female, so
Yeah,
that
it's a
makes
girl.
It's an expression. It's an expression.
a
It's
dude
a-
is a unisex word. So, but yeah,
Uh,
I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know if I'm gonna get it right when it releases. I might wait a little bit, but I'm gonna definitely pick that up at some point and check it out.
What about you, Kelly? What's a game coming out that you're excited about? I mean, I know there's one that I'm sure all of us are excited about,
We'll
but
save
Well,
that
yeah,
one for the
there's-
end.
But we're gonna yeah, that's
the
I mean,
finale.
it's probably not a surprise at this point, but you know, just suspense. But I'm excited for the new Mario and Luigi game, Mario and Luigi Brothership,
Oh, I never heard of this.
because
Explain.
yeah, I've heard very good things about the other Mario and Luigi games, and I've always wanted to play them, but DS/3DS games are just really expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mario,
And
Luigi.
so
Mario Luigi
Yeah.
Brothership. Yeah, it
Oh.
looks
And
it
so-
looks pretty good. It looks all right.
yeah,
I'm
I
not-
want to play it.
I'm not a huge Mario fan, so I mean, I like Mario, but I'm not like a huge Mario fan.
I
But
mean,
it does
I'm
look
not a
pretty
big
good.
fan of Mario, but I am a good fan of Luigi. So
You're like David's like that. Didn't he always said Luigi and you were always Mario, Kevin?
Luigi is
No.
just he's got more personality, I think.
I'm a big Waluigi fan, personally.
Wah,
So,
Wah.
we're gonna do
wah.
for Halloween this year, we're gonna do Mario, Luigi, and we're gonna dress Arwen up as a little toad. I'm pretty excited about
Oh,
it.
that's cute.
But
That's as good as our Team Rocket one we did the other last
oh
year.
yeah,
That was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have to check that. I've got Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I played it for like a half hour though. I haven't. That's about it. But I did like the little bit I played was pretty cool. Like the elephant power. That was pretty neat. Um,
It's pretty good. Kali, me, and Cole were playing it for a while, but we're kind of stuck now.
Yeah, we've gotten to the age old thing of you're stuck on a level and you can't figure out what you're supposed to do,
I know we know what we're
or
supposed to
you keep
do.
dying,
We're just not
or you
very
keep
good.
dying. Yeah, just being bad at the game.
Mario is tough, man. I go back and play those old Mario games that you and David grew up on. Those games are really hard. They're not easy, I don't think,
No,
unless
they're
you
not.
like cheat. Like that's different. But like just playing through the whole game, grinding the whole thing out, I've
I
never been
believe
able to do that.
I believe David and I did without using cheat codes. We use the whistles and stuff, but without using like, I believe we did finish Mario 3 at one point. I'm pretty sure it did. Well, that's David to verify, but I think we did.
Huh.
Speaking of Mario's new Mario Party game coming out too.
Oh, I saw that Mario Party Jamboree, right?
Yeah.
So
I think so.
So, I like growing up, I always thought it was weird to rent games from like Blockbuster, which you can't even do that anymore. But Mario Party is a good example of a game that I think is appropriate to rent. Because after
Yeah.
like the first weekend of playing it, I'm kind of bored. But like the first couple times you play it, it's like, oh, this is fun. But I remember a time I bought Mario Party 4 on GameCube, and like we'd bust it out once in a while, but it was way more fun the first day, and then it just gradually became less fun. I feel like
That's
Mario
true.
Party games are like that, generally
You
speaking.
you know another game that's kind of like that's Pokemon Snap. I like Pokemon Snap. It's a great game, but after like a few days of it, you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
like, eh.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Um,
I've played it a bit and I was like, this is really cool, and then I just kind of stopped.
that's true with a lot of our games, though.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Mostly that's because it's a time factor. I don't have the time like I
That
used to.
that is true.
I get busy. Like I gotta do chores. Dang it! Can't play video games. That's my story of my life right now. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to complain. I'm here to be excited about Silent Hill 2 coming out in October. It's a remake from the old Silent Hill 2 game. I never played the Silent Hill games, except for there's a free one that came out earlier this year called Silent Hill First Message or something like that, or Last Message. I can't remember which something message, and it was very scary. In Silent Hill 2, I'm struggling here because I really want to play it, but when you used to play Resident Evil, I didn't actually ever like playing those games. I liked watching you play those games. So I'm wondering if I can work out an arrangement with Brendan where I actually just watch him play Silent Hill 2 somehow. Because I'm too
Wow.
scared to
Okay.
play it on my own. It's so
What
scary.
does he stream?
Just
He
backseat
can.
game, you know.
We've streamed before over like Discord, but maybe we could turn it into a thing where like we like watch it together.
I didn't know you could stream over Discord.
Um, so yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if
you can do
I'm
like
gonna buy
voice
it.
calls and things.
I might just watch Brendan play it because I get too scared. I've tried playing yeah, that other Silent Hill game, and I'm like it's really short. I think I have like one more chase in it, and it's freaky, dude. Like, and I tried, I was like, I'm gonna turn off all the lights, and I'm gonna like just get into it. Ooh, ooh man.
Yeah,
So
you, me and Brendan had that whole episode where we talked about like scary moments in video
yeah.
games. So
So now when actually streamed Silent Hill the last that when I was just talking about the easy not easy the short one that I
yeah,
did like the first two chapters of it or whatever. It's on my Twitch thing. But I played that one in broad daylight because I was afraid I'd get scared. I still got scared.
hey, Kali, when we did our episode about spooky moments in video games, the one that one of the ones we agreed was one of the creepiest moments, and I want to see if you agree with this. Gloom hands.
Oh yeah, especially the first time you come across those things. Like the first few times, they're scarier than the Guardians, man.
For
Um,
sure.
those things
They're
are freaky
absolutely
deaky.
terrifying because just the sky turns red, everything gets like a red filter on it. You
Then
got
there's
the
hands with
creaky
eyeballs.
music. There's
The
hands with
Redeads are freaky
eyeballs.
too in Zelda
Yeah,
games.
redeads are they're
Not
not
as scary.
they're not as freaky in Tears of the Kingdom as they were in previous games though.
Yeah.
The redeads.
Yeah,
But yeah, Silent Hill 2
like
is my
they're pretty
next
chill though.
one. I'm excited about that, but very scary though.
Hello there. Do you like the sound of my voice? That's a stupid question. Of course you do. And because you love my voice so much, you probably want to hear it with more clarity. Well, good news. You can help make that happen. You see, having access to better equipment means better quality, but better equipment is expensive. By donating some funds our way, you can help us improve the equipment we have and help us with any fees and the like we accumulate while producing content. We have 3 tiers of donation available. First is a monthly payment of 99 cents. Tier 2 is a monthly payment of $4.99, and our third tier of monthly payment is $9.99. To make donations, follow the link embedded in this episode's notes. There is of course no obligation, and you can still listen to our content for free. But if you love my voice, as well as those of my bros, or if you just want us to have a better looking site, we would welcome your support. Thank you in advance, and please enjoy the rest of the show. Alright. Let's see, I'm trying to what else came with Nintendo Direct. What are
Let's
some
put
things
another
that-
one for Kali, because we've given 2. So Kali, what's another one that
I think
you're
she's only excited about one other game.
Oh, really? Oh, we'll
Yeah.
save. All right. Is there any more you
Well,
want
out
to
of the-
cover?
I don't remember I just remember there was a lot of Metroid Prime 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I never
Metroid
played
Prime. I
Metroid
never played
Prime,
any of the
but
Prime games, but yeah, Prime 4 is coming out. That looks like it might be pretty good. I haven't played 1 through 3. I did play Other M, which was meh.
did you play
was
that
okay.
one came out a couple years ago? Dread.
No, I
Metroid.
didn't play Dread.
They're
Metroid
hard
games are hard, dude.
They are tough, but Metroid Prime's a little bit different because it's first person shooters, not like the typical Metroidvania style. But I've never played them. But I've watched Brendan play them, and they are pretty sweet. So
Yeah. And then they haven't announced an official release date or anything like that, but Nintendo has did confirm that there is a new system coming out sometime soon.
Cool.
They didn't give any details as to when or what it is or anything like that. The ongoing theory is it's going to be basically a follow-up to basically just
Switch
a more
2?
powerful, a more powerful Switch.
That makes sense. I hope it's backwards
The
compatible
Switch
though.
2, Electric
It should be.
Boogaloo.
From yeah, the Switch to Electric Boogaloo. That's what they should call it. They from what people have looked at, like leaks and things like that, it is supposed to be backwards compatible. So we'll see.
Cool. I don't want to discuss these, but there's a couple like honorable mentions I want to do. There's a Gundam game coming out, Gundam Breaker. I never played a Gundam game, but I bet that would be pretty fun.
Yeah, might be alright.
There is Wolverine. Looks pretty sweet. I'm not a big Wolverine fan, but the game actually looks pretty cool. There's a Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. It's like a remake of an old Metal Gear Solid game, and those are they're pretty cool. They're pretty intense. I have also another series that's really popular that I haven't played, but everyone I know who has played them like really freaking loves them. So, Civilization 7, that'll be pretty sweet.
Oh, Civilization 7.
There's
Right.
7 of them now?
Well,
going to be.
I have number 6 on Switch, which I like Civilization. Those are good games.
And then, I think those are the main ones I wanted to just mention. But, yeah. So some cool stuff coming out. And the main one, Kali, what's the main one we're all 3 very excited about?
The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, or as I like to call it,
Yes.
The Legend of Link, because you play Zelda, so you should call it The Legend of Link instead.
All those baby boomers who always thought that Link was Zelda are finally gonna.
They're finally getting their title character.
There was
Yeah,
the
dude.
Adventure of Link, the second Zelda game, but that was not that was probably the weakest Zelda game.
We don't talk about that one.
Yeah, that is probably the worst one. Dude, yeah, no, I'm like, I don't know, I'm excited for it. It looks pretty cool. It's like it's kind of like a more cute art style to it.
Yeah, because we're using the art style from the Link's Awakening remake.
Yeah, and I think that was a wise move on Nintendo's part. Like, I think they're making this game. Zelda's the lead character, and it's going to be like an intro, just to kind of like tread the water with it. And then I'm hoping the next like Breath of the Wild scale Zelda game, she is also a playable character in that. I think it'd be really awesome to like maybe be able to bounce between the two in like a one adventure. That would be so rad. And like I feel like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, there's a third one. I think it's going to be like almost like its own trilogy, so to speak. That's my hunch.
I don't know. I've heard that
I
that's not the case.
Really? You
Breath
think
of the
so?
my
Wild
understanding,
technically has a trilogy with Age of Calamity, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath
it
of the
does.
Wild.
That's
That's
true. It
true.
does have, with Age of Calamity, it does. From my understanding, they're not planning on doing a third one.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that they're not. I mean, they might maybe they'll do a Zelda one instead of Link. Although this isn't actually the first time you could play a Zelda.
Now, like Age of Calamity, you can play as Zelda as well,
Age of
and in
Calamity.
Super
There's
Smash
also one
Bros.
other game that you could play as Zelda.
The regular Hyrule Warriors you can play as Zelda too.
Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and then there's also one more.
The CDI game there was a
Yep, the
Zelda one.
CDI game. I
Uh,
forgot which one. There's two of them.
I think it was the Wand of Gamelon, although I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah, one of you plays Zelda. Those games are. Have you heard? Do you know anything about these games,
I
Steven?
know they're bad. People don't
Yeah,
like
they're
them.
I've never played them, but they're pretty terrible. Kylie and I've watched a couple of videos of them.
They
They're
make a
pretty
lot
fun.
of memes with them, which is great because like you'll just be watching a video and then suddenly you're recommended there's a Morshoot cover of like All I Want for Christmas Is You, and they're really fun to listen to.
That's funny. With this Echoes of Wisdom, it does look like Link's Awakening. Did you play the Link's Awakening remake a few years
No,
ago?
I did not.
It's pretty good. It's cute. It's
No.
not very long, and like I think I beat it in like at the time I was living. Stephanie was traveling for work, and I was by myself a lot, so I beat it in like a week because that's all I
Oh.
did basically. But um, it was I liked it a lot. And then this one looked like you said it's gonna be very similar. I don't think it's going to be a very long epic game. I think it looks like it's gonna be more like kind of just chill vibes. But I think they're setting it up for when they do have it, like I said, a big scale Zelda game again. I really hope that she's a character in that. That'd be
You know what
so
I'd love to.
cool.
You know what I'd love to see when it comes to Zelda being a playable character.
Explain.
So, Kylie, this is way before your time, but Steven, you might remember. Remember that game, The Lost Vikings?
Yeah,
So, you had like three Vikings, each one had like a certain ability, and
yeah.
you
I
had
have
to
that
use the
on Game
abilities
Boy
together.
right now.
Yeah. So, I think what would be awesome is if you played a game where you could play as both Link and Zelda, but each one had a separate ability set.
That's
So, like,
cool.
so
Yeah.
you'd have to travel with both of them, and you had to switch between the two characters depending what puzzle you needed to solve.
Resident Evil Zero is like that too, a little bit too. Like
Is
you
it?
play, I think so. You play as Rebecca Chambers. We don't really choose to switch. I think you just switch, but they play off one another in the
Yeah.
same story.
'Cause I think it would work because you could like, especially have like the different temples and dungeons and stuff where
Oh, for
like
sure.
you could play and you're like, okay, there's a thing I need to get, and then you have to switch to the other character to do it. I don't know. I think it'd be a cool way to
That would be pretty rad.
incorporate that.
Do you think is there I probably wouldn't introduce a third playable character. There's not really anyone.
It would be Groose.
Groose?
He's back.
Yeah, Groose would be cool.
Maybe
The
Impa?
Legend of Groose.
The only one I can think of would be Impa.
Yeah.
That'd be the only one that would make sense. Or Tingle.
Tingle.
No,
I
not
don't
Tingle.
know how that work. Or what's it? Beetle? That'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah. The Adventure of Beetle.
Okay,
Plus
I
some side
would
game.
dig being able to play a game as Beetle though.
I think it'd be
Like
fun.
that sounds sick.
You could go
I don't-
around
I don't
and
know
like
who-
sell
I don't know who your
things.
third character would be. Yeah, because there aren't really any like main third characters that are like
Uh,
in more than a game or two.
Unless it's like a character specific to that title, like the way that the champions are in Breath of the Wild or something like that.
Wait. What if they made a game where you played as Ganon?
That'd be so cool. I don't know
That
how
would
that
be
would
That
cool.
would be really cool.
work,
That would be
but
cool.
I would love that.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work either, but I'd be down for it.
But yeah, I'm really excited for Echoes of Wisdom. I was going to go pre-order it today, then we got ice cream, and then by the time we finish eating ice cream, the store
Well, I
was
want
closed.
ice cream.
Store was
Oh,
closed,
ice
so
cream sounds really good.
maybe I'll go this weekend and pick it up, or not pick it up, pre-order it. I probably take a day off work to play it, like I did for Tears of the Kingdom and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
The only game I did that with was Splatoon 3. But that is my favorite game like ever, so
Yeah, that's cool. I'm pumped for it. It's gonna be rad.
Don't they also have like the new like Switch Lite or whatever, the golden one?
There's gonna be a Zelda branded one. It's like
Yeah.
got a skin on
Yeah,
it. They do
it
that all
looks
the time.
really cool.
Yeah, it'll be pretty neat. I almost got the Tears of the Kingdom one, but I'm like, this is not a wise purchase, so I didn't do it. But I wanted to
Yeah.
do it. I got this close. I had it in my hands. I was like, that's okay.
yeah, I've done that a couple times. I've been wanting to get an Oculus.
Yeah,
And every time I'm like, I was like, I got $500. I'm like, do I really want an Oculus that bad though? Like, how much would I actually play it? Because I think it's cool. Like, I like the idea of doing a 3D, VR sort of thing.
yeah.
I just don't know how frequently I would actually use it.
And you need a lot of space and like it's cool.
That is
I-
true. You would need
Yeah.
a lot of space
My
for it.
friend-
And I think VR only works for really only works good for certain types of games.
Yeah.
So like any sort of like flight or vehicle simulator would be great in VR.
And dancing games like there's one I played called Boomsticks or something. That was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, that one would be okay. And then like a survival horror game like Resident Evil in VR would be really dope. But
Any first person shooter would work. Any first person
Eh.
game.
I think they kind of get old after a while though.
Anyway. Well, this was
Well-
fun. Thanks for joining us, Kali.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't checked out our previous throwdown, Kevin, David, and I discussed Stormtroopers versus Cobra Troopers. And that was pretty exciting. You can check that out on our other podcast, Unlikely Throwdowns. And this was a kind of like the first experiment with Brothers Born Podcast Player 3. And
Well, I mean, it's not really the
That's-
first one.
that's true. It's probably like the third
It's
or
such a
fourth
good
one.
It's
name,
just the first
though.
time we decided to call it that.
So I'll have to go retroactively name the other ones that way. But
Really, really good name.
it was. I'm pretty excited about this little thing we did, and yeah, if you have an idea for a topic, email us at brothersbornpodcast@gmail.com. If you have an idea for a throwdown on our other podcast, email us at brothersbornpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, please do. And I guess that's a wrap for now, huh?
Yeah, sure is. Kali, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch y'all a little bit later.